Hello YouTube, it's Katie. This is being filmed in my car currently because I did not have time to do this yesterday and I got to work half hour early, so I'm going to do it on my phone. So sorry about I know there's like some ghosty light looking things because there's a crack in my phone front facing camera, so it's kind of refracting the light weird. So sorry about that. So we're doing week 3 of the YouTube Pagan challenge, which is, do you have an altar / shrine / sacred space? So I do have an altar. It's currently not set up because I moved recently and I'm trying to find the screws that go to my bed frame so I can actually set up my bed. That way I can actually unpack the rest of my room because my bed is taking up most of this bit because like the box spring is against the wall and all that. So I have a picture that I took of my altar, which I'll be inserting around about here. On it, as you can see, I have most of my witchy stuff. It's just not how I usually arrange it. It's usually a lot prettier and functional. This 3-shelf corner tier thing that I actually found when we moved into one of our houses. It was really cool. It was in the backyard and it was all rusted and it was like white originally, and I wanted to keep it, and my friend surprised me by painting it orange, which was one of the colors of my room, and I love bright colors anyway, so I've always just kept it, and it makes a really great functional space for someone like me who pretty much lives in my one room because I have roommates. So it gives me like 3 surfaces to put stuff on instead of just a one altar space that would take up a lot of room. So and an altar for me is pretty much just where I keep all my witchy tools that I use often, like my mortar and pestle, candles, incense, stuff like that. Not all of my witchy stuff is on it, just the ones I use most often, and just things that I like to decorate it with, I guess. Sometimes I have an owl on there, sometimes I have a dragonfly, and turtles. Those 3 animals are very special to me. So that's pretty much my altar space. There have been some instances where I wanted to make specific altars for different things, like for protection and then an ancestor altar. I just have lacked a lot of space in my life to do that. Because like I said, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with a roommate, so I don't like to have my personal stuff spilling out into the space that we both share because I don't want to make him uncomfortable at all. Not that he is uncomfortable with anything I do. Sort of more of a respect thing because like I don't want all my crap taking up space that we share. So I have to be limited to my own room, so there's a few limited things that I can do. I'm hoping to have like a shelf soon that can be like a mini altar that I can change up for whatever's going on, like whatever holiday or Sabbath, sorry, brain. Or a mini shelf altar that can be changed up for whatever purpose I want to use it for at the time. That's something that I want to do soon. Like I said, with having moved recently and still not unpacked everything, it's been slightly chaos in my life. Sacred space, though, is a different thing. A lot of people have sacred, like a room dedicated for their witchy stuff and meditating, that sort of thing. I do not, because as I've mentioned, I have just my bedroom pretty much. So my bedroom is kind of my sacred space. It's not always used for sacred space because it is my bedroom. I sleep there. I pretty much do everything there. Watch TV, stuff like that. I kind of make my sacred space whenever I need it. I don't really meditate all that much. I should. I'm kind of bad at it. I get really distracted. I meditate most actually probably in the shower because I'm in the shower. And so I'm focused on like I can't be distracted by everything else because I'm in the shower. So, and I don't know if a lot of people have noticed this, that you have more profound thoughts and focus when you're in the shower. So that's where I get a lot of my meditating done. Especially at the beginning of the day, because sometimes meditation is relaxing to people. For me, it's rejuvenating, and it sort of gives me energy for the day and stuff. So that's why I like to do it in showers, since I take morning showers. But yeah, my sacred space, my long-term goal eventually is to have a house that I can dedicate a room to being like an office / witchy room, library type thing to have, just because I have so much stuff. That's the main reason I want it, is because I need storage for all the stuff that I have. Yeah, it's not necessary though. Like, you don't need to have a dedicated space to be a witch. You are the witch, so wherever you need to do your witchcraft and your magic, magic is where your sacred space is. I do cast circles for doing more advanced spells and rituals, which is very rare. I don't do that very often. I try to have my working candle, which is another video that I'll make in of itself. It's just kind of a candle that I always have burning when I'm working on witchy stuff or making things, because I craft a lot of things. But I don't necessarily stick to my room to do that. Like I'll be crafting, because like lately I've been sewing crystal grids on embroidery hoops, and I'll just do in the other room. I bring them to work with me to do on my breaks and stuff. So when I'm at home, I'll generally try to bring my working candle and light it while I'm working on stuff like that. But if I'm not, I kind of say something in my head to keep my mind focused on the intention that it should be, and that's pretty much good enough for me. I'm not one of those types of witches who follows all the rules per se. Like, there aren't really rules unless you're a specific religion. Like, I know Wicca has a lot of specific rules that I don't know all that much about. So I'm just kind of like, whatever feels good, I'm gonna do it, kind of a thing. Like, yeah. I don't have any shrines because I don't have really patron gods and goddesses, and I know a lot of people like to make shrines or specific altars just for them, and I don't have them. So, yeah. That's not something I've ever felt necessary. I'll try to do a video of my sort of routine for casting circle, just for Book of Shadow purposes, because I really don't do it all that often. I guess that's about it. So I will try to make a video once my altar is actually set up and looking really pretty again with all my stuff on it. Once my room is all like done and decorated and stuff, I'll try to do like a witchy space video and just show kind of the stuff that I currently have in my path and stuff that I like to use often. So, but yeah, thank you for watching, and blessed be if you'd like to be, YouTube. Bye.